Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganara Gunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rana Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitam Scha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Chana Shalakaya Chakshurumitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gorva Bhishtam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwaguruncha Divyat Bhagavat Premno Ebija Pradam Devam Divyatanam Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Yashishvara Shridaram Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. This is the Adi-lila, chapter 1, the spiritual masters, and we'll begin with verse number 1. Bande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Cha Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Samgyakam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Bande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Gauda Desh Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudo. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. So Gauda is reversed to Bengal. Yadadvaitam Brahmopanishadi tad api ashyatanu ba ya atmantar jani purusha iti sosham savibhavaha shad aishvaryai purno ya iha bhagavans sasvayamayam na chaitanyat krishnas jagati paratatvam paramiha. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord, known as the Supersoul, is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. Anarpita charim chirat karuna yavatirna kalo samarpayitum unato jwala rasam svabhakti shriyam hari purata sundara duti kadamba sandipita sada hridaya kandare suratu va sachinandanaha. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Shaktir Asmad Ekatmana Vapi Bhuvi Pura Dehabedam Gatoto Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radhabhava Dyuti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Swadyo Yenadbhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Va Madhyaha Sokam Yasha Mad Anu Bhavata Kidrisham Vetilobat Tadbhavadya Samajani Sachi Garba Sindo Harindu. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. Sankarshana Karana Toya Shai Garbhoda Shai Cha Payobdi Shai Seshas Cha Yashyamsha Kalasa Nityanandapya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Shankarshan, Seshanaga, and the Vishnus who lie on the Karana ocean, Garbha ocean, and ocean of milk are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. Mayatite Vyapi Vaikunta Loke Purnaishvarye Sri Chaturvyuhamadye Rupam Yashod Bhati Sankarshanakam Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I surrender unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, who is known as Shankarshana, in the midst of the Chaturvyuha, consisting of Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka, far beyond the material creation. Maya Bharta Janda Sangashrayanga Sheti Sakshad Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yashaikam Shri Puman Adidevas Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose partial representation called Karnanodakashayi Vishnu, lying on the Karuna ocean, is the original Purusha, the master of the illusory energy and the shelter of all the universes. Yasham Shamsha Srila Garbhodashayi Yannabi Abjam Loka Sangatanalam Lokashrashtu Sutika Dhamadatus Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadyari. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu sprouts the lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. Yasham Sham Sham Shah Paratma Kilanam Poshta Vishnur Bhati Dugdabdishayi Shoni Bharta Yatkala Sopyanantas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk, the Chirodakashayi Vishnu. That Chirodakashayi Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all the universes. Seshanaga is his further subpart. Mahavishnur Jagatkarta Maya Yaya Sri Jatiyada Tasyavatara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishvaraha. Lord Advaitacharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. Lord Advaitacharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. Advaitam Harinadvaitad Acharyam Bhakti Samshanat Bhaktavataram Isham Tam Advaitacharyam Ashraye. Because he is non-different from Hari, the Supreme Lord, he is called Advaita. And because he propagates the cult of devotion, he is called Acharya. He is the Lord and the incarnation of the Lord's devotee. Therefore I take shelter of him. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. I offer my obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is non-different from his features as a devotee, devotional incarnation, devotional manifestation, pure devotee, and devotional energy. This is the Panchatattva. I offer my obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is non-different from his features as a devotee, devotional incarnation, devotional manifestation, pure devotee, and devotional energy. Jayatam surato pangor mama manda matergati matsarvasva parambojo Radha Madan-Mohano. Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan-Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet are everything to me. Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan-Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet are everything to me. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagara Simasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishtalibi Sevyamano Smarami. In a temple of jewels in Vrindaban, underneath a desired tree, Sri Radha Govinda, served by their most confidential associates, sits upon an effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisances unto them. Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamshivata Tatastitaha Karshan Venu Svanar Gopir Gopinatha Shri Estunaha. Sri Srila Gopinath, who originated the transcendental mellows of the rasa dance, stands on the shore in Vamshivat and attracts the attention of the cowherd damsels with the sound of his celebrated flute. May they all confer upon us their benediction. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gauda Bhaktivedanta. Glory to Sri Chaitanya Nityananda, glory to Advaita Chandra, and glory to all the devotees of Sri Gaura, Lord Chaitanya. 18 Thakur Gauda, 18 Thakur Gaudiya ke Kariyachena Atmasat, 18 Charana Bandon, Tine Mora Nat. 18 Thakur Gaudiya ke Kori Jachin Atmasat, 18 Charana Bandon, Tin Moranat. These three deities of Vrindaban, Madan-Mohan, Govinda, and Gopinath, absorbed the heart and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, followers of Lord Chaitanya. I worship their lotus feet, for they are the lords of my heart. Grantera Arambe Kore Mangala Charan Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran. In the beginning of this narration, simply by remembering the spiritual master, the devotees of the Lord, and the personality of Godhead, I have invoked their benedictions. Tinera Smarane Hoy Bigna Vinashai. Tinera Smarane Hoy Vigna Vinashan Anayase Hoy Nidja Banshita Puran. Such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill one's own desires. A Mangala Charana Hoy Tribida Prakar Bastu Nirdesha Asirvad Namaskar. The invocation involves three processes: defining the objective, offering benedictions, and offering obeisances. The invocation involves three processes: defining the objective, Vastu Nirdesh, offering benedictions, Asirvad, and offering obeisances, Namaskar. Pratama Dui Shloke Ishta Deva Namaskar Samanya Vishesha Rube Dvita Prakar. The first two verses offer respectful obeisances generally and specifically to the Lord, who is the object of worship. Tritiya Shlokate Kore Bastura Nirdesh Jaha Hoite Jani Para Tatbara Udesh. In the third verse, I indicate the absolute truth, who is the ultimate substance. With such a description, one can visualize the supreme truth. Chaturta Shlokate Kore Jagate Ashirvad Sarvatra Magiye Krishna Chaitanya Prasad. In the fourth verse, I have invoked the benediction of the Lord upon all the world, praying to Lord Chaitanya for his mercy upon all. Say Shloke Kohi Mayavatar Karan Pancha Shashta Shloke Kohe Mula Prayojan. In that verse, I have also explained the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya's incarnation. But in the 5th and 6th verses, I have explained the prime reasons for his advent. In the 4th verse, I have invoked the benedictions of the Lord upon all the world, praying to Lord Chaitanya for his mercy upon all. In that verse, I have also explained the external reason for Lord Chaitanya's incarnation, but in the 5th and 6th verses, I have explained the prime reasons for his advent. Echai shloke kohe Chaitanyara tattva arapancha shloke Nityanandara mahatma. In these 6 verses, I have described the truth about Lord Chaitanya, whereas in the next 5, I have described the glory of Lord Nityananda. Aradue shloke advaita tatvakyan ara ek shloke panchatatvara bhyakyan. The next 2 verses describe the truth of Advaita Prabhu, and the following verse describes the Panchatattva, the Lord, his plenary portion, his incarnation, his energies, and his devotees. Choda shloke kori mangala charan tahi madhye kohi sab bastu nirupan. These 14 verses, therefore, offer auspicious invocations and describe the supreme truth. Sab shrotan Vaishnavere kori namaskar, esab shlokera kori arta bichar. I offer my obeisances unto all my Vaishnava readers as I begin to explain the intricacies of all these verses. Sakala Vaishnava Shuna Kori Ekman Chaitanya Krishnara Shastra Mata Nirupan. I request all my Vaishnava readers to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Krishna Chaitanya as inculcated in the revealed scriptures. Krishna Guru Bhakta Shakti Avatara Prakash Krishna E Chaya Rupe Korana Vilas. Lord Krishna enjoys by manifesting himself as the spiritual masters, the devotees, the diverse energies, the incarnations, and the plenary portions. They are all 6 in one. So when we're hearing these first 14 verses, are the Sanskrit verses giving us understanding about Lord Chaitanya's appearance, Lord Nityananda's appearance, and the appearance of Advaita Acharya, the understanding of the Panchatattva. We're also hearing a description of the principal deities of Vrindaban, Radha Madan-Mohan, Radha Govinda, and Radha Gopinath. And of course, when we hear all the succession of verses, this is actually giving us the beginning, the understanding of Mahaprabhu's appearance. Guru Maharaj talked about ontological truths, and that's understanding the substance of what is Lord Chaitanya and his appearances, his incarnations, the devotees that come with him. So naturally, since we're hearing all these verses one after another, it becomes like it sounds very deep, and it is. But now, continuing chapter 1 and further onward in the Adi-lila, we'll hear a detailed explanation about what all these verses are about. So first, we're hearing the verses themselves, one after another, and it's like very, very deep. And now we'll proceed into understanding verse by verse. What are the truths about Mahaprabhu and who has descended with him to this world? And Mahaprabhu is called a Chana avatar. He's a hidden incarnation. So actually what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is doing, he is revealing to us the understanding by which you can enter into the knowledge about Mahaprabhu and his different devotees. It makes Chaitanya Charitamrita very unique and very, very essential for the understanding of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Krishna Guru Bhakta Shakti Avatara Prakash Krishna Chaya Rupe Korana Vilas. Lord Krishna enjoys by manifesting himself as the spiritual masters, the devotees, the diverse energies, the incarnations, and the plenary portions. They are all 6 in one. So Lord Krishna, the spiritual masters, the devotees, the diverse energies, the incarnations, and the plenary portions. They are all 6 in one. H.I. Tatvera Kori Charana Bandhan Pratame Samanye Kore Mangalacharan. I therefore worship the lotus feet of these 6 diversities of the one truth by invoking their benedictions. Bande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Chatat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Samgyakam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Mantra Guru Arajat, Shikha Guru Tatgan, Tahara Chanan Age Koraye Bandhan. I first offer my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of my initiating spiritual master and all my instructing spiritual masters. I offer my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of my initiating spiritual master. And I also offer my respectful obeisances to my initiating and to my instructing spiritual masters, plural. Initiating spiritual master, I am offering my respectful obeisance to my initiating spiritual master, one, and to my many instructing spiritual masters. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath. My instructing masters are Shri Rupa Goswami, Shri Sanatana Goswami, Shri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Shri Jiva Goswami, Shri Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So these are the 6 Goswamis. They're my instructing spiritual masters. H.I. Gurus, Shikha Guru Jai Amar, Tasabara Parapadme Koti Namaskar. These 6 are my instructing spiritual masters, my 6 Gurus, and therefore I offer millions of respectful obeisances unto their lotus feet. Bhagavanera Bhaktajat Shrivasa Pradhan Tasavara Parapadme Sahasra Pranam. There are innumerable devotees of the Lord, of whom Srivas Thakur is the foremost. I offer my respectful obeisances thousands of times unto their lotus feet. Advaita Charya Prabhur Amshabatar Tarapara Padme Koti Pranati Amar. Advaita Charya is the Lord's partial incarnation, and therefore I offer my obeisances millions of times at his lotus feet. Nityananda Rai Prabhur Swarupa Prakash Tara Para Padma Bando Jara Muidas. Srila Nityananda Ram is the plenary manifestation of the Lord, and I have been initiated by him. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. Gadadhar Panditadi Prabhur Nija Shakti tasabar charane mor sahasra pranati. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the internal potencies of the Lord, of whom Sri Gadadhar Prabhu is the foremost. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Padara Vinde Ananta Pranam. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the personality of Godhead himself, and therefore I offer innumerable prostrations at his lotus feet. Savarane Prabhure Koriya Namaskar Echai Te Hojaiche Koriye Bichar. Having offered obeisances unto the Lord and all his associates, I shall try to explain these 6 diversities in one. Yadyapi Amara Guru Chaitanya Radash Tatapi Janiyayami Tahara Prakash. Although I know that my spiritual master is a servitor of Sri Chaitanya, I know him also as a plenary manifestation of the Lord. Although I know my spiritual master is a servitor of Sri Chaitanya, I know him also as a plenary manifestation of the Lord. Guru Krishna Rupahan Shastrara Pramane Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Korana Bhaktagane. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. So we understand the truth about Gurudev through the scriptures. Now, this will be our ideal. As Srila Guru Maharaj says, a person is known according to their ideals. So I have the full faith that my spiritual master is non-different from the Lord. He is that the Lord in the form of my spiritual master has come to deliver me. Acharyam mam vijanayan navaman yetakarhichit namartya bhujya suyeta sarvadeva mayo guru. One should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is a representative of all the demigods. One should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is a representative of all the demigods. As I said, this is our ideal, and we are understanding and being guided through the scriptures about how to see our ideal, how to be able to visualize my relationship with divinity, and my relationship with divinity is through my Gurudev. My Gurudev is the inspired side of the Vaishnava who's giving me guidance. Shiksha Guru ke tajjani Krishnara Swarup Antarjami Bhakta Shrestha Edui Rup. One should know the instructing spiritual master to be the personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna manifests himself as the super soul and as the greatest devotee of the Lord. Shikha Guru ke tajjani Krishnara Swarup Antarjami Bhakta Shrestha Edui Rup. One should know the instructing spiritual master to be the personality of Krishna. Lord Krishna manifests himself as the super soul and as the greatest devotee of the Lord. Navo payanti apachitim kavayas tavesha brahma yushapi kritam rida muda smarantaha yontar bahis tanubritam ashubham vidunvan acharya chaitanya chapusha swagatim vyanakti Naivo payanti apachitim kavayastavesha brahma yushapi kritam rida muda smaranta yontar bahis tanubritam ashubham vidunvan acharya chaitya vapusha svagatim vyanakti. O my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science could not factually express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with the prolonged lifetime of Brahma. For you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the Supersoul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. So here, I'll read the translation. Naivo payanti apachitim kavayas tavesha brahmo yushapi kritam rida muda smaranta yontar bahis tanubritam ashubham vidunvan acharya chaitya vapusha swagatim vyanokti. Now here it's being said, O my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science could not fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with the prolonged lifetime of Brahma, for you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the Supersoul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. So that's the translation here. It's also mentioned Chaitya, like Chaitya Guru. You're externally appearing as the spiritual master, as the Acharya. And internally you're appearing as the Chaitya Guru. You're appearing as the instructing spiritual master within. This means that our processes of devotional service also depends on, we can say, that there is Gyan and Vigyan. There's knowledge, and then there's realization of that knowledge. We're being given instructions, and we develop in some internal realization of what is being explained to us. Then you'll have some confirmation. It's not just a question of blind faith, but there's also revelation. Revelation is coming from within by Chaitya Guru. I develop some realization of what I'm hearing, what I'm saying, and then I may develop some realization of that from within Chaitya Guru. Tesham sarata yuktanam bhajatam briti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So there. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me in love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. That's from Bhagavad Gita. Tesham sarata yuktanam bhajatam pratipurvakam dadami bhuri yogam tam yenamam upayanti te. Yata brahmane bhagavan svayam Upadi Shanu Bhavitavan. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan, taught Brahma and made him self-realized. Tane Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Muyanti Surya. The Lord instructed from Lord Brahma and made him realize. Now, we are following in the Sampradaya of Lord Brahma, and Krishna is the original instructor of Lord Brahma. But I'll read that translation again. Very nice. Yata Brahmane Bhagavan Swayam Upadishanu Bhavitavan. The Supreme Personality of God is Swayam Bhagavan, taught Brahma and made himself realized. Jnanam Paramaguyam me Yadvigyana Samanvitam Sarahashyam Tad Anugam Tadagam Tad Angam Cha Brihana Garitam Maya Jnanam Paramaguyam me Yadvigyana Samanvitam Sarahashyam Tad Angam Cha Grihana Garitam Maya. Please hear attentively what I shall speak to you, for transcendental knowledge about me is not only scientific, but also full of mysteries. Please hear attentively what I shall speak to you, for transcendental knowledge about me is not only scientific, but also full of mysteries. Jnanam Paramaguyam me Yadvigyana Samanvitam Sarahasyam Tadangam Cha Grihana Garitam Maya. And Srila Govinda Maharaj, I remember because he used to use a Bengali word, but we understood what it was when he's saying like this, you should hear attentively. And Govinda Maharaj would say minorly, or give your minorly attention. And he is referring to listen. Try to listen with give your full mind's attention to what is being said. Please hear attentively what I shall speak to you, for transcendental knowledge about me is not only scientific, but also full of mysteries. Yavanaham yata bhavo yadrupa guna karmakaha tataiva tatvam vijnanam astu tadmad anugrahat. Gyan and Vigyan. By my causeless mercy, be enlightened in truth about my personality, manifestations, qualities, and pastimes. By my causeless mercy, be enlightened in truth about my personality, manifestations, qualities, and pastimes. Aham evasam evagre nanyad yat sarasat param paschadaham yad etatscha yovasi sheta somshamayham. Aham evasam evagre nanyat yat sarasat param paschadaham yad etatscha yo vasisheta somi syaham. Prior to the cosmic creation, only I exist, and no phenomena exist, either gross, subtle, or primordial. After creation, only I exist in everything, and after an annihilation, only I remain eternally. So you can understand from this verse that Krishna is not part of the creation. He is apart from the creation. Prior to the cosmic creation, only I exist. And no phenomena exist, either gross, subtle, or primordial. After creation, only I exist in everything, and after annihilation, only I remain eternally. Ritirtam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tadvidyad atmano mayam yata baso yata tamaha. What appears to be truth without me is certainly my illusory energy, for nothing can exist without me. It is like a reflection of a real light in the shadows, for in the light there are neither shadows nor reflections. What appears to be truth without me is certainly my illusory energy, for nothing can exist without me. It is like a reflection of a real light in the shadows, for in the light there are neither shadows nor reflections. Yata mahanti bhutani bhuteshu chavacheshvanu pravishtani apravishtani tatateshu nateshvaham. As the material elements enter the bodies of all living beings and yet remain outside them all, I exist within all material creations, and yet I am not within them. As the material elements enter the bodies of all living beings and yet remain outside them all, I exist within all material creations, and yet am not within them. Etavad eva jigyasham tattva jigyasunatmanaha anvaya vyatirekabhyam yatshat sarvatra sarvada. A person interested in transcendental knowledge must therefore always directly and indirectly inquire about it to know the all-pervading truth. So elsewhere it said, should cultivate an understanding of knowledge and nescience, so that we can distinguish what is nescience. So a person interested in transcendental knowledge must therefore always directly and indirectly inquire about it to know the all-pervading truth. So at this point, I'm going to this is somewhere about halfway through the chapter. I'll stop here. Tomorrow I'll continue with this reading. But this is the first, we're just proceeding. This is the first chapter of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it will give an understanding of what is the substance of this book. What is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving us, when he says that he is, what is the terminology used? Here it says in verse 22, Samangala Charana Hoy Sri Vida Prakar Vastu Nirdesh Ashirvad Namaskar. The invocation involves three processes: defining the objective, which is Vastu Nirdesh. It's giving us defining what is the truth, defining what is the objective, giving us an understanding. Then offering benedictions, ashirvad, and offering obeisances, namaskar. By that, you'll be able to proceed in an understanding of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and everyone's life will be illuminated by an understanding of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I'm going to stop here. You can play the mridanga. We'll sing Hari Haraya. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Charavaya Nama Charavaya Maravaya Keshavaya Giridhari Gopinath Radha Madan-Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Janardan Shiva Sari Gauda Vaishnava someone open the curtains of the deities?
Cambiándolas.
Oh, están cambiando? ¿Quién está cambiando? Okay, Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Nirya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya Ashtatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya Ashtatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sunanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishoredas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivedanta Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Marga Ki Jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gauda Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Kushamashram Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kana Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.